Indians had sent 3 medical missions to assist the Ottoman soldiers who were facing the brunt of a brutal assault waged on them from the Balkan Confederacy. These belligerent Balkan states were part of the Ottoman Empire, but with the active support of the Russians, they were attacking troops as well as the Muslim civilian population in their territories. One of these missions was sent from the UK in 1911. This mission first visited the Tripoli war front following the unprovoked attack by Italy on the Libyan shores. Libya then was a part of the Ottoman Empire. After completing their work in Libya, this medical mission went straight to the Balkan war front in 1912. The mission was primarily funded by Indian notables like the Aga Khan and the then Nizam of Hyderabad. Justice Syed Amir Ali was the moving force behind this mission. This team consisted of young volunteers from wealthy families who were studying in London. They bore all expenses by themselves, including the costs of the Egyptian physician Salim Bey to accompany them to Istanbul. They worked at the Hyder Pasha Military Hospital at first and then served in the front near Omerli. The Bombay medical team, created with funds that were collected by the Islamic Youth Foundation and the Ziya-e-Islam Council, was the other medical mission that visited Turkey. They arrived in Istanbul on December 17, 1912, and were placed at the Red Crescent Darul Funun Charitable Hospital. They stayed for over a month and treated about 100 inpatients. This story, however, focuses on another group of young Muslim men who traveled from the subcontinent to Ottoman Turkey, braving the Balkan War. The group included persons from, quote, cultured, middle and higher classes representing the flower of the Mohammedan youth who are fully alive to the responsibilities and nature of the work with which they are entrusted. End quote. This introduction may lead one to think that we would be talking about a group of foreign fighters who readily join battles in foreign lands in our day and age. While we do see various groups traveling across borders to partake in the so-called jihad declared by a figure who does not have the title nor the authority of a caliph, or whose own claim to caliphate would not be recognized by an overwhelming majority of the Muslim world. These jihadists, awkwardly and perhaps erroneously called as such, see the Muslim and non-Muslim worlds to be locked in an eternal animosity, and they adopt war or terror as a method. Of course, this is not peculiar to the Muslim world. One is reminded of the Orthodox Christian fighters who poured into Bosnia-Herzegovina to slaughter the Muslims, or the Buddhist monks in Myanmar who incited anti-Muslim pogroms. The story we are narrating involves young men who had strong pan-Islamic ideological convictions, but whose vision or method was not war or eternal conflict between the Muslim and non-Muslim world. Obviously, we hesitate when calling them pan-Islamists. Pan-Islamism is a very tired concept. It always meant different things to different people and was always attended by a certain degree of hype. In its original form, it derives from the idea that Muslims are part and parcel of one ummah or nation. In the context of India, at the turn of the previous century, the feeling of solidarity with fellow Muslims was the manifestation of the strong pan-Islamist sentiment of a mobilized Indian Muslim civil society entering gradually into a political space. Ironically, the initial reaction of the British rulers of India was rather supportive of the pan-Islamist movement. After all, the British Empire did leverage the help of the Ottoman Caliph to calm the Indian Muslim population during the 1857 uprising. But this could work only as long as the British Empire supported the Ottoman Empire. When Britain changed course, which it did after the Crimean War in the late 19th century, and then in fact later joined in the feast of the assault against the Ottoman Empire, Pan-Islamism became a problem for its own survival as an empire. As such, the Pan-Islamist movement grew from pro-Turkish to anti-British, from pro-Caliph to pro-independence. There was in no small degree the existence of strong feelings towards the fate of the Ottoman Empire among the Hindu community as well, which is very much understudied.